We can literally harness the power of the market economy and align it with people's values. Trust and transparency are the key ingredients that will differentiate the brands that will win in the future. We've met with thousands of people, waitresses, rappers, business executives, filmmakers, and they've told us the same thing. They do not want to buy harm hidden in the supply chains of the things that they need to purchase. They want tools that are free for consumers, fast, easy, in the palm of their hands. This is what we do at LumenFarm. And for us and investors, trust is a massive opportunity. Trust and transparency represent massive business risks. The public, through social media, can move like a school of fish and change their minds and abandon businesses in the blink of an eye. And that's a 21st century reality. The lack of transparency and the lack of trust in some of the best known companies in our time represents a huge opportunity for companies with trust baked into the model. The solution needs to do two clear things. It needs to bake trust and transparency into the very center of the economy, and it needs to unify the shoppers, the people certifying companies, and the best producers into a network where every action builds the capacity of the economy as a whole to move towards trust.
LumenFarm brings the power of tech together with the authenticity of social impact for users to have tailored personal experience that allows them to feel that their values are being represented in every single thing they buy. This imbues their purchases with additional value, literally making the same products they're buying more valuable and realizing to producers greater margin for the sales of those products. We're a platform that empowers consumers to use their personal values to make purchasing decisions. We build tools that are free, simple, and available to point of purchase wherever you shop. On screen, what you're seeing is a mock-up of our browser plugin and phone app. Imagine you are shopping for a new bag for your daughter and want to ensure that her values around the environment are represented in that purchase. You have a clear, simple data point to measure that. Similarly, if you're shopping your own values in the store and want to make sure your peanuts do the same thing, you have that too. Simple tools meeting your values. Our technical platform is a tried and true method, the same idea Facebook or Google use. Our unique contribution is a values rating engine and a certification matching process. Tools like a browser plugin, phone app, cloud-based architecture are all fairly standard tools used in most tech products.
We have an unusual team at LumenFarm. Our founding team is more inclusive than is typical. We're going to build policies that really focus on diversity and inclusive hiring as one of the central tenets. We have diverse experience beyond who we are, though. We come from some of the most well-respected not-for-profits and small startups, but we also have rich experience inside some of the most well-respected and largest scaled companies in Silicon Valley. It's not just the people, though. The structure itself is built to scale and with trust at the center. Our structure, we are registering as a public benefit corporation and are currently being evaluated to become a B corporation. We have an active and impressive advisory team. They've built and sold tech companies. They've been investors in billion-dollar consumer brands, and they've built the leadership behind some of the most important social movements of our time, including the Me Too movement and the Black Lives Matter movement. They also have expertise in the trust space, from RSF to building the California benefit legislation. There's two categories of competitors. There are the small ethical, values based players trying to sell their values to the public and often trying to build platforms that pull consumers in. We think that there is a better way to build, which is focused on human centered design and working across all platforms in order to get to scale. The other category of competition actually are the large tech companies selling ads, capturing people's attention through something touchy feeling and compelling, and then grabbing their content and data and selling it. We believe we can generate um, massive revenues in a more honest and high integrity relationship with the people who use LumenFarm. We're going to use consensual advertising, and we'll get into the details of the business model in a few minutes. But we will play really differently, both in terms of scale and leveraging trust.
Our revenue and user adoption numbers are still preliminary as we don't have any data. However, initial market research indicates we've got an extraordinarily compelling user proposition on par with Pinterest. Pinterest saw 17 million users sign up in 9 months. We are forecasting 1.4 million in 2 years. Those users drive three revenue models. Our first being a commission sales model. When a user purchases a product from one of our producers, we charge them a commission. Second model is we're calling a consensual marketing platform. Essentially, our users opt into ads consensually, and producers therefore know that those users are open to hearing from brands that are aligned with their values. We believe both the click-through and conversion rates on those ads will be dramatically higher and allow us to disrupt the entire digital advertising industry. Our last revenue stream comes from advisory services related to values-based data of users, so brands are better able to manage their brand risk and build products to users' values. Conversations with our tech advisors lead us to believe we can build this tool incredibly quickly. 3 months after building our team, we believe we can have a beta. 2 months after that, we think we can have a release candidate. The beta costing just over $1 million, the release candidate just over $2 million. Simultaneously, we'd be building a sales and marketing platform so that we can get to revenue right away. We're hearing very strong demand from customers that they would be interested in this platform. They're really struggling for something to help them differentiate. Continued sales get us to cash flow positive position basically in about a year. By 13 months in, we're at 1.3 million revenue a month, and that gets us cash flow positive. Thanks for looking at our deck. Please take a look at the other materials we've included, and we cannot wait to have a follow-up conversation with you. Thank you.